I'm your host, Jason Tartick, and welcome to Trading Secrets. We talk all things money on this podcast, and we're teaching all the stuff we just weren't taught in the classroom. Nothing supports this show more than liking, commenting, and of course, subscribing. Welcome back to another episode of Trading Secrets. Today, we are joined by a powerhouse entrepreneur, Shahab Elmi, the absolute legend. He is the founder and CEO of Cymbiotika, a disruptor in the wellness space that has grown into one of the fastest rising supplement brands in the United States. Cymbiotika is redefining what it means to build a business that thrives financially, but is making an impact culturally. Today, we are going to pull the curtain back on scaling a brand. Of course, we're going to talk wellness, the money moves behind entrepreneurship, and how to balance business, growth, and personal life. My man, thank you so much for being on Trading Secrets.
It's such a pleasure, man. I wouldn't miss it.
Guys, I'll tell you this. When he says I wouldn't miss it, this is a man of words and action. We were just talking about this behind the podcast. You had a life-threatening situation that literally happened weeks ago and even up until this podcast. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's not fantastic for a wellness guy to talk about. Yeah. But my appendix burst a couple of weeks ago. And I rushed to the hospital. I was there for 6 or 7 days, and it was dicey for a little bit. I will tell you, Jason, you know what it does?
Yeah.
It reaffirms what we talk about, you and I, about health.
Yep.
When you're in a hospital bed, and I lost 24 pounds in a week, no food, no water.
Wow.
Worried about sepsis setting in. All you want to do is be normal again. When you're in that bed, no one's thinking about Ferraris or Lamborghinis or Bugattis. Everyone's concerned. I just want to be back to what you were before.
Yeah.
Just normal.
You got a million problems until health is number one.
And all of a sudden, it's the only problem you have.
Well, I'll tell you what.
This is not woe is me, man. Like,
yeah.
What I'm going through is super minor compared to what millions of people go through every day. Millions and millions of people go through every day with cancer and other things. So this not the end of the world for me. But it's a reminder that if we don't have health, man, nothing matters. Especially in the world of social media. I have all these friends that are so successful and they're posting all these crazy things online.
Yep.
We get engulfed in thinking about those kind of things. And it's okay to do so. Like I'm a capitalist, man. It's great.
Of course.
Go make your money. Go be successsul. I like your Rolex. I'm a big watch guy myself. Go buy all that stuff. It's fine. But the moment your health is taken from you, you don't give a shit about any of it.
Anything.
I'm responsible for so many people in my life. Mm-hmm. Most importantly, my wife and kids, my parents, my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And when you're in that bed, you can't take care of anyone at all. You can barely take care of yourself.
Yeah.
So health, it's a corny and cliche, but health is wealth. Mm-hmm. The real wealth in this world is health. Yeah. We learned it in COVID. Mm-hmm. I think the youth are way more advanced and way more knowledgeable today than they ever were about health.
Yeah.
And they're pushing back on stuff. My daughters talk against, Red 40 and other things out there, preserves like potassium sorbate and some other things. They're more knowledgeable.
Yeah.
But if we don't take our health seriously, man, what else matters? What's the point of having $100 billion if you don't make it to 50?
It's 100% correct.
It's useless.
And like you said, once your health is at jeopardy, nothing else matters.
Nothing else matters.
Now we're talking about this intersection of kind of money, wealth, and health, and we know right now that there is a lot of wealth and money behind the health industry. So I read a little survey earlier today that said that in 2024 is a $2.21 trillion market right now, U.S. health and wellness, and it has a compound annual growth of about 5+% going into 2034. So this is a massive market, right? Did we nail that? And I also saw that there's a generational shift right now. Yeah. So in millennials, our number one spending pattern is about 30% in retail. We make up 30% of U.S. retail. Yep. In Gen Z, it's health and wellness. Yep. So my question to you is, with Cymbiotika, you're the CEO, you've worked your way up. You guys started this company in 2018. How'd you get started in this space?
So can I have one more data point to you?
Of course.
There's a direct inverse correlation of drinking alcohol. By the way, full disclosure, I drink.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys like don't drink.
Yeah.
It's about drinking in moderation and having. This generation today is consuming about 90% less alcohol than prior generations.
Damn, 90%.
It's plummeted. They're talking about $45 billion down to, depending on where you read, $3, $4, $5 billion of alcohol. Is plummeted. So there's a number of people have realized like alcohol kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Now, look, I enjoy a beer.
Same.
I enjoy some scotch.
Yep.
Maybe a dirty martini.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
Now you're talking about language.
But on a granular level, there's a direct correlation to this generation just smarter. They have more data. When I was growing up, I'm old, man. I'm 46, right? So
Look good.
We had computer labs in our high schools where like the first time you saw a computer, some people were like 14 or 15 years old.
Sure.
And they were connected to really slow internet. Everyone's got one of these. They got ChatGPT. They have all the access to data in the world, and they're smart, and they're realizing like health matters.
Yeah.
We started this company for that reason. And I'll tell you, Jason, the ironic part is this is our 5th company. When I say ours, I brought a big leadership team from my other. We had 4 other companies. We had some exits. It was fantastic. This business was never built around profit. We built it genuinely to help people. I lost my grandfather to leukemia. My business partner lost his father to cancer. My wife just lost, who's also our business partner, lost her father this past year to multiple of the diseases. We built this company because we want to slow these things down. And when you have to have that approach, amazing, magical things happen. Because, so for those out there who are following the business world, the most important measures, KPIs, are gross margins. That's probably number 1.
Of course.
And then COGS, cost of goods sold. These 2 things drive the levers of the CPG, consumer packaged good world.
Sure.
What I'm proud of, we've never built a product. I'm the head of the product committee in our department. I run our company.
Yeah.
We've never given a directive to our folks that said, build a glutathione or a magnesium or vitamin C that cost X to build. The second you give that directive, what you're telling them is
quality down.
You either have to cut some stuff out of it that's really, really good, or replace organic stuff with synthetic crap. Those are the only 2 mechanisms to drive costs down. We've never done that. We'll never do it, not as long as I'm around. And what it's done, though, is built a group of products that the world has never seen. We sold our very first packet January 1st, 2019. Okay. We sold our 100 millionth packet a few months ago.
100?
This calendar year alone, Jason, we'll do 100 million packets. Next year, we'll do 250 million packets.
Wow.
And that's not because our marketing is slick. We don't have we've never paid a single celebrity to go pitch our products.
Interesting.
But our celebrities post our products.
Yeah.
Peso Paloma, Gunna, Marshmallow.
We heard the Weeknd's
Diplo,
an investor, right?
The Weeknd's an investor. We have massive multinational conglomerate names, the biggest names in the world, because they live the lifestyle. These guys, by the way, rock stars have changed.
Yeah.
Rock stars in the old days were about drugs and alcohol till you die.
Sure.
Rock stars today, like The Weeknd, like Peso, like Gunna, these folks, Marshmallow, John Summit, these guys are all investors. We never came to them. We just saw that they were organic users of our products. They've realized their talents, what they've earned, they want that longevity with this now. What's the point of being a rock star till you're 35? Rest in peace, Kurt Cobain.
Sure.
That's not the plan.
Yeah.
The plan is to have those type of talents forever and ever and ever. Those guys need to have kids and grandkids and great-grandkids, and they realize they're smart. This generation of rock stars are different. They're ahead of the curve.
It's great. I mean, it is unbelievable to see the way things are changing, the generational shifts. And then I'm really interested in the side of you investing fully in quality and not letting gross margin or cost of goods impact at all the product that you're selling. So I want to get into that for a second. I will say I'm blown away by the number of 100 million packets. I mean, that's just unbelievable. For everyone at home, I travel with this stuff, and I'm not just saying it. Glutathione I take about once every 2-3 days because this helps with detoxing, right?
Especially when you travel.
When you're traveling, that's why I always take it. Yeah, our schedule is insane.
Was terrible. Man.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Terrible,
it's like coast to coast. Don't even know what time zone.
Yeah.
Vitamin C, magnesium I take before bed, and so I rip this stuff left and right. I haven't taken the longevity mushroom, so I'm gonna have to get into that. But what I'm curious about is from a business perspective, especially everyone listening to this, we see a lot of industries come on this podcast, and it's very rare that you hear someone say, I don't care what the cost is, I don't care what the profit is, we're going to make quality. My question to you is, in a space like this, knowing that you were doing that, how was that message heard by investors? Because investors, we know, want a return. So they're investing in your product in 2018. You tell them it's all quality, that's the focal point, we don't care about profitability. How'd you get people on board?
So institutional investors hate it, right?
Yeah, right.
Institutional investors, big groups, I won't mention names, hate it. Because what they want is, unfortunately, the supplement and health wellness business has been a fight to the bottom for a very long time. You go to China, no offense to China, you go to get synthetic product at 10 cents to the dollar and create a vitamin C that's $9.99 for a 30-day supply. The harmful chemicals in the forever products in that are way worse for you not taking it, like potassium sorbate, for example.
Sure.
The Food Babe, which I respect a lot, she did a great expose on this last week about some of the chemicals used in supplementation that are terrible for you. Terrible.
So you could have a net negative taking like a vitamin C product like that?
Not could.
You will.
Yes. For those out there, go watch the Food Babe and watch some of the things she's covered. She's fantastic. She's a founder of Truvani, one of our competitors, ironically.
Yeah.
But I have so much respect for her. She does the right things all the time. She's consistent. The key is, what's your objective here? Are you trying to help people or just make money? I don't think these two things are competitive. They're not mutually exclusive. I think if you really want to help people, you can make a ton of money. You got to be disciplined about it. We've never caved, man.
Interesting.
And we will never freaking cave. You know, I have a lot of buddies in the health space, and we talk about this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
The second you sell your soul to the devil, man, you never give it back.
So true.
And so the folks who invest in our company aren't institutional investors. It's people who are passionate. David Grubman. You know Dave Grubman?
Of course, yeah.
Dave Grubman not only is a dear friend and brother of mine. You want to see a guy leading the wellness charge? Go look up Dave Grubman.
It's true.
Go look up Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, my God.
These
5
guys-
a.m. every day.
4 a.m. I think.
4 a.m., something like that.
These guys, Dave Grubman, Mark Wahlberg, and the such, Damon John.
Oh, yeah? Another one.
And there's so many of them. They are living the life and they have influence. And it's not bullshit for them. It's not marketing. They don't need it. You think those 3 guys need money?
No.
You see Dave Grubman's house in Miami?
Yeah, it's
He doesn't
insane.
need it.
No.
You see how much Wahlberg just sold his Bel Air home for Beverly Hills home?
It's
He had the money.
23 million. Yeah.
Damon John's had like 4 or 5 massive exits, including FUBU. They live this life and they give a shit.
Interesting.
And so having them part of our ecosystem matters because they really care.
Okay.
And so when we have them, we don't need the big banks.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not criticizing. Like I've done this before. My other companies, we've gone through some of these big folks. So
Yeah.
I'm guilty of this as well.
Yeah.
You go sign a deal and you get a bunch of money from massive private equity firms and big banks.
Oh, yeah.
But there's rules and regulations there.
That's
they
it.
want they have covenants that say, in order to do business with us, you have to have X percentage gross margin.
Right.
Your COGS have to be at Y, and your EBITDA has to be as IBITDA's net profits for those that are left over.
Yep.
Earnings before interest,
Tax
depreciation.
depreciation.
Thank you.
Yep.
And when we go to institutional guys, you have to have that.
Yeah.
But Damon John, Mark Wahlberg, David Grubman, those guys, The Weeknd, Gunna, those are just guys.
Yeah.
If they believe in what you're doing, they have all the money in the world. They can support you too. We chose that route and said, you know what? We're not changing who we are. Mm-hmm. And if you don't want to play with us, then okay, no problem. You have to watch the scoreboard in 2 or 3 or 4 years. When the exit happens, you won't be a part of it.
I love
no
it.
problem.
Get those strategic partners, not those banking partners. For anyone that might be confused about anything that we're talking about finance, stay tuned to the recap. We'll talk about all these. We'll break down the terms. That will be coming. But you just mentioned scorecard. You mentioned like the idea of bringing on the right investors. We talk numbers on this podcast. 100 million plus packets sold year to date. 100 million will be sold this year alone. Talk to me about the numbers of profitability. Like for like 2018 for your investors, how long did it take for you guys to become profitable? When you look into 2025, what's your goal for revenue this year?
Yeah, we were EBITDA positive from year one. So 2019 was our first full calendar year.
Wow.
EBITDA positive.
Wow.
And EBITDA positive for a sense. So we took no investor money until this past year. We did a very small private VIP safe round with those individuals I mentioned and many other fantastic people.
Yeah.
Like Moshe Lizzy, John Shahidi, guys, names, people you're friends with as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we hand chose them by design. It wasn't just about money. It was about what they represented. And I think it's for entrepreneurs out there who want to get investment money, the people you find are more important than money.
True.
By multiples.
Yeah.
Unless you're prepared to bend your morals and ethics, and we're not prepared to do that.
Right.
When you're dealing with Jason, it's one thing if you're selling a widget.
Yeah.
We're dealing with people's health, man.
Yeah.
Not only their health, their spouse's health, their kids' health, their parents' health. When you sign up for that world, it's different.
Yeah.
So when you're all in on that, man, it matters.
It
and
does
we take
matter.
it seriously. By the way, we have an office. We don't do remote stuff. We have an office.
Yeah.
We don't have a schedule that says you got to be in at 8, leave at 5. We have to beg some of our folks to leave. I call people on the weekends. I see them on camera come in the office and tell them to please go home.
Get out of here.
Why are they there? Why do they work so hard?
They care. The
They
impact.
give a shit because they know they're dealing with people's health.
Yeah.
And they know it's genuine. It's not bullshit. Now, we're trying to make profit. Of course we're trying to make profit. Of
course.
We crush it. We kick the shit out of everyone. But that's not why we do it.
Yeah.
The intention matters.
I love it.
The intention leads to the result. If you're trying to go for the result and reverse engineer your intention, it never works that way, man. The intention matters, and then the result will come.
I love it. I mean, this is powerful stuff you're saying. And I also think this is extremely relevant because we know what's happening within the industry, within the wellness space. A lot of money is coming into these areas, but not everyone takes the pride in what you guys do when it comes to quality and how you operate your business and the impact you're making. So one thing we talk about here, Trading Secrets, is earners, spenders, savers, and consumers. So for the consumers out there, you already brought up an example of a company out there that actually your net is negative. Last week I was at Amazon headquarters. I'm sitting there with Rob Gronkowski. I'm eating a protein bar. He's like, "Why are you eating that?" I'm like, "Dude, it's a protein bar. I'm on the go. It's healthy." It's like, read the ingredients. I start reading the ingredients. He's like, you can't even pronounce those. Those aren't healthy. That's not right. So he knows. Right? So I think my question is for my listeners that are here right now, let's just say they have health and wellness on the forefront, but they're not experts. They don't know all the ins and outs. Give them some trading secrets from a consumer perspective, things to be aware of from your competitors that they shouldn't be consuming and why they should be consuming your product and things to look out for.
Yeah, so 3 things, right? By the way, I didn't have these questions ahead of time, so.
I'm just right. Everyone knows at this point. I always bring,
you don't give a shit.
250 episodes in, I bring a list of the questions, and then the conversations flow. I don't even look at it.
I sent a note to our gal. I'm like, do we have questions? She goes, no, Jason sent. I'm like, all right, I actually like this.
Yeah.
This organ. 1, be careful of the preservatives. So so preservatives are simple. In order to make something last, you got to put something into it, right?
Sure.
Otherwise, like this thing's fantastic. This Vita Coca is amazing, by the way. I love it. To make this thing last, you got to put something into it.
Okay.
Potassium sorbate is one of the ones that most supplement companies use
as a preservative.
It creates a bunch of problems, and mainly with your gut, and your bowel, and even worse than that, it's really, really cheap and it's synthetic. So to keep an eye on preservatives, if you're using potassium sorbate, don't buy it.
Okay.
The second thing is underdose.
Real quick on that. It would say it right in the ingredients, right?
Yeah.
Like you would just go right to the ingredients and it would say it right there.
This is fine.
Okay, good.
And after I said, I'm like, holy shit. No, that's fine. We've had the opportunity to use it in the past. It was like 10 cents to the dollar. We just wanted to use it.
Wow.
Because we know the repercussions and it's cheap. The second thing is dosage amount. So, for example, creatine is hot, right? There's no bigger product than creatine right now.
I take your creatine too.
Everyone takes creatine. For men and women, it's really important.
Yeah.
Most of the clinicals, if you read, are between 4 and 5 grams.
Okay.
So the clinical studies that say they're effective are between 4 and 5. Our current one has 4. Our new one is going to have 5. There's companies out there that sell 2 or 3. So it says creatine, and it sounds fantastic. But when you take it, you're taking less than the clinical dose, which means it doesn't do anything.
Interesting.
You will feel good about it, but it's not doing anything. The third thing is water. And it sounds crazy. Water is kind of the death of efficacy around supplementation. Some things mixed with water have a very specific shelf life of efficacy. So they only work for a certain amount of time after you mix it with water. For example, creatine monohydrate.
Yep.
Or NAD.
Yep.
Mixed with water, they don't go bad. Like, not going to get sick using them.
Yeah.
But to have them, the full effect lasts about 24 to 48 hours. Which means if you buy a product that was pre-mixed for you,
sure,
like one of these, not this one, this is fantastic.
Yeah. Vita Coca.
It's fantastic, Vita Coca. After 24, 40 hours, it's really not that effective anymore. So you're getting something that's not really working, but you think you're doing great because it says NAD or creatine on it.
This is fascinating.
So the supplementation business, unfortunately, like, I'm not a big regulation guy because I think too much government is a problem.
Sure.
But the wellness supplement space has almost no regulation, so people can throw out stuff there that doesn't stick, but they use it all the time.
Interesting.
So just take a little bit of time to research.
Yeah.
And like, we've never had so much access to information, but we don't utilize it as we should.
Exactly. Wait, now my brain's moving 100 miles an hour. I said vitamin water, but there are so many different water type canned beverages, if you will, supplements that are out there that are sitting on shelves of your Kroger's, your Publix, your Whole Foods. And you just know from inventory process, from the day that was manufactured to shelving to probably consumption's like 30, 45 days, maybe even less. But those vitamins then must be diluted in that water over that period of time.
So that's the thing. It depends on the vitamin.
Okay.
Like a NAD and a creatine and vitamin C are completely different.
Okay.
So just take a little. All you got, because we were so blessed with ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Everyone's got it. Just take 3 seconds to research.
Okay.
And say how long the efficacy of X with water.
Interesting.
And I'll tell you right off the bat. And I don't want to. I'm trying to be very careful here, Jason, because we've never been the kind of company that badmouths competitors.
Of course.
It's not our style.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
You don't need to when you're this good.
Well, we just focus on, like, improving what we do is far more important to me than bad-mouthing what they do wrong.
That makes sense.
The energy output is the same.
Yeah.
But what you get out of it is far different.
Yeah.
And so I'd rather just focus on what we do well.
Okay. I like it. I mean, it's fascinating stuff. Potassium sorbate, I think the milligrams is really important when you're looking at like the measurements of creatine, then the water solubility, and just stay away from preservatives. So those are what I'm taking away. One thing that you've said literally from the second we sat down, explaining what happened with your appendix to your recovery to your last statement, I've heard a lot of gut health. Talk to me a little bit about the importance of gut health, and then in particular where Cymbiotika plays a role in that.
It might be everything.
But we're also, like, that's another thing too. You see Poppy, You know, that's another canned beverage sold for some billion
They
something.
crushed it, man.
And that's a gut health thing. So obviously it's hot talk. Yeah,
They
talk to me
crushed
about
it. Poppy crushed it. Like Poppy did it, something really interesting. And it's going to go down in history as, if you look at Harvard Business Journal does these reviews of brands and companies. Poppy did such a phenomenal job of taking a really complex product, sodas.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm of the belief system. If you're trying to improve your health, find incremental ways of improving things.
Yeah.
My business partner, my brother's name is Shervin.
Yeah.
He's on the spectrum of perfect. Right?
Yeah.
He
I've listened to him on podcasts before.
He grounds and he comes to our office. He shows up in the office once every couple of months and shuts off all the LED lights, which is all of our lights. And I yell at him like, we have 120 people working here.
Yeah.
But he doesn't like LED. He doesn't like Wi-Fi. So he's on the perfect scale, okay?
Yeah.
The rest of us can't function on that scale because we have real lives. We got to run a business. We have kids. We have real world obstacles to overcome. So my belief around health isn't, don't be Shervin. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Unless you have a Shahab to help run your company so you could be Shervin, which you probably don't have, then you can't live that lifestyle.
For sure.
You can't be in Hawaii planting cacao and to be healthy enough to be able to live his lifestyle. The rest of us have to find, how do we improve just a little bit every day?
Yeah.
Get some little wins. And the little wins come from whatever you can find. So I think this is one of the biggest push and pulls is people are shooting for perfection and it's so far off they give up. Mm-hmm. In my world, I'm like, just find the little wins.
Yeah.
That's what Poppy did.
Yeah.
Poppy said, you guys like Diet Coke? Shit, Diet Coke's pretty big. Diet Cola, it's a big brand. Don't do that. Let me find alternatives for you that are 50, 60, 70, 80% better. Is it perfect? No. But is it going to improve your life dramatically because you've gone away from the worst possible outcome? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Coconut Cult. Are you familiar with them?
Of course, yeah.
Noah's a good buddy of mine. We're doing a Cymbiotika coconut cult flavor coming soon.
Oh, that's so cool.
They've solved a really complex problem, is where their products have a little bit of sugar, it's okay, but is it bad as having super dairy probiotics?
Right.
No, that's the worst possible thing you can put in your body. So companies like Coconut Cult and Poppy have found solutions that incrementally improve your life. So just find small wins. I think we're so obsessed with saying like we find people that are dramatically overweight, have diabetes, and want them to have a 6-pack next week.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not normal. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Find ways to find small wins like Poppy has, like Coconut Call has. Those companies have done a great job doing it.
Interesting. It's fascinating to hear a little bit about that. Yeah, small wins build momentum, and then you can move in that right direction.
Bravo.
Under the scope of momentum in business, I read this article. You can tell me if it's right or wrong, fact or fiction. The article specifically said, under your leadership, Cymbiotika has soared their growth, expanding its product line and revenues. We know that. One account specifically cited a 530% revenue growth under your leadership and a net worth of the business as of 2024, well over $40 million. You could tell me if those are right or wrong, but what I'm more interested in, we talk about small wins building momentum. What is it about your leadership? What is it about your business strategy that you're seeing, at least in this account, citing 500% revenue growth, 40 million plus 2024, 100 million packets a year?
Those revenue numbers are really low.
Really? Okay.
We'll do nearly 200 million revenue this year. So
let's go.
the company's worth probably around $1 billion or so. But
shit,
I'm not a big.
This account needs to go to shit.
Those are way off. We did $40 million in top line revenue in 2022.
Wow.
That thing is way off. But I will tell you, I'm not a big my leadership is phenomenal type of guy. Our team is incredible. And I know this sounds corny, man. Jason, I challenge you to one thing. Next time you're down here, come to our office.
Yeah.
Walk around the office. My wife built it, and there's a palpable energy you feel. And I'm going to use the word. I'm a businessman, so I'm a finance guy. 1 + 1 = 2 guy. But I've learned something of late it's hard for me to digest, and that's the word magic. So if you come by our office, you'll feel the magic. That's very hard to put into numbers. There's something special happening. And I can't articulate it, man. And I can't, sometimes I miss with investor groups and they want modeling. I provide the modeling, go show me the formula for this modeling. I can't do it because something special is happening around wellness. People have opened their eyes, both eyes, probably the third eye too. And they're starting to realize this is the most important thing that we have, the most important asset, and we've been bamboozled the rest of our lives. I'm a big car guy, big watch guy. But these brands, we've been kind of tricked to thinking that's the stuff. That's not the stuff, man.
Interesting.
That stuff is your ability to stay healthy and happy with your family for a very, very long time. That's the stuff. The day that we recognize that as luxury In fact, we're opening our first Cymbiotika wellness bar.
Yeah.
Fontainebleau Hotel in Vegas.
Oh, wow.
You're invited if you're in town.
Let's go.
And the tagline of the clothing and the hats is, longevity is the new luxury.
I love that.
And the second we decide, by the way, I'm the biggest Ferrari fan. I've been collecting them for 15, 20 years.
Let's go.
No offense to Ferrari. I love you guys. Don't cut me off my list, please, after saying this. That's not luxury. The ability to be around for your family at optimal health into your 70s and 80s and 90s, that's the stuff, man.
That's a line right
That's
there.
the stuff, man.
That's a mic drop.
And we're starting to figure that out. People, I'm telling you, this generation is smarter. The quicker we get to that endpoint, the better humanity will get.
Yeah.
Because all this other stuff, man, the marketing companies are phenomenal, man. They've done a great job of making us think your Rolex, or this one,
Oh, yeah.
or the shoes we wear,
That's
is
luxury.
the stuff we should be looking at.
It's not.
When we're down below 6 feet under, those things won't matter.
Right.
But our kids will cry, our wives will cry, our parents will cry, our friends will cry. No one from those brands will be sitting in their headquarters saying, oh, man, we lost that Jason and Shahab guys.
Yeah.
Without them, we can't proceed.
Yeah.
But our families will.
Yeah.
They'll care.
That. I love that. I mean, mic drop moments here. That is some really, really, really powerful stuff you're talking about. And
Hold on, Ferrari, don't cut me off the list, man.
Yeah, Ferrari, don't cut me off
my
the list.
allocations, please. Thank
yeah,
you.
Rolex and everything else. So what do you got? What is that? A Patek over there? What are you drinking?
I only wear Patek.
Patek, no big
Patek,
deal.
don't cut me off.
I love it.
You guys,
I sniped that. All right, but one thing I want to talk about luxury. Let's talk about value and price point. So one of the things that we talk a lot about on this podcast is the idea of consuming. Now, again, I take your anti-inflammatory. You have like the vitamin supplements. I take that on the road with me. I take the metabolism one. Again, glutathione, because I do socially. I do a lot of social stuff. Boom, glutathione.
Bang.
But people that are listening right now, your average United States consumer, it's a little expensive. Like for the price of luxury, you have to pay. I look on your website here, it's about $88 for the glutathione, which I'd highly suggest. Vitamin C is, I think it's like $62. If you guys need a discount code, go to the show notes. I got you. But my question to that is, people listening right now, sell them right now.
Okay.
Why? Why is it luxury? Why does it make sense to spend $88 on one of your products as opposed to, let's say, $22 to a competitor that might not have what you guys have? Okay, sell us on it from the CEO.
Twofold, okay? Because I don't do a lot of these sales pitches.
Yeah.
But twofold, okay? So before I came, I just got the PICC line pulled out of my arm.
Yeah.
So I had a drink for about 2.5, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So my buddy drove me here. I said, Leo, let's go find the bar before I see Jason.
Let's go.
We had 2 drinks. The tab right down the street at Orbar, fantastic place. Tab was $190, okay, for 4 drinks.
That's
plus tip.
Crazy.
Right. So there were the great drinks were fantastic drinks. I love the drinks; they're great. We spent 100 some odd bucks, almost $200, with tip, no problem. We frown on that. You pause on that number, you know? But we don't pause. Our average order value is $100, $102 a month. Customers spend with us. We don't pause on that for our health.
Yeah.
That's some shit, Jason.
Yeah, it is.
My wife, God bless her. By the way, I've been married 26 years. My wife is the greatest, most beautiful human being on the planet, the smartest person I know. We just celebrated our 26th anniversary while I was in the hospital at Cedars-Sinai, August 10th.
Congratulations.
And she's a champ at shopping, like the world quadruple gold medalist at shopping.
Okay.
She never pauses on $102, man. Are you kidding me? That's easy work for her. But we talk about it with wellness like it's some extraordinary feat.
So true.
Then when it comes to this other stuff you mentioned, our competitors sell capsules and pills for $10. You can get 30-day vitamin C supply for $10. What I'll tell you is use those products and go to the bathroom right afterwards. Not to get graphic, but you'll see that your body got rid of most of it.
Just in the color in your urine.
The color's changed.
Yeah.
And ask yourself why. Because those are synthetic products that your body has no clue what it is.
Get out of here.
We use liposomal products. So do you know what liposomes are, Jason?
No, I don't.
Okay. And this is just an easy version for me to. I asked our scientists, I'm like, this is the explanation he gave me.
Yeah.
Essentially, they take vitamins and supplements and encapsulate into a food, into a fat.
Okay.
So your body is tricked into thinking you're having an orange, not a vitamin C.
Wow.
So the absorption rates skyrocket. So depending on where you read, our absorption rates are about 90% or so, depending on what data you read.
Wow.
But you have our vitamin C, the one you have right there.
Yeah.
Go to the restroom 20 minutes from now. You'll see it's your same urine.
It's the same. I could vouch. I have that every single day, that vitamin C.
Because your body's absorbed it.
Yeah.
So absorption matters. You could have 1 trillion grams of vitamin C. But if you're not absorbing it, you're having nothing.
What's the purpose?
You're having nothing. In fact,
fascinating.
There's an argument to be made, depending on how synthetic that is and where it comes from, it's a net negative to your system.
Damn.
So twofold. One, we never frown upon drinking, partying.
So true.
Buying clothes. That stuff is okay. We can
$100 shirt, we don't think twice about it.
It's no big deal.
$200 bar tab, no, dinner.
You and I are down the street from Beverly Hills right now. Yep. The studio is.
Yeah.
Go to Saks or Neiman's.
Sure.
You're gonna walk out with $1,500, $2,000 easy, and not even sleep, not even sweat. But then we're conversating on $102 average order value, which is what order value is, over the most important commodity you have.
Yeah.
And that's your health.
It's interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. It's asinine, actually. It's ass backwards. But it's crazy. The other thing, too, is the reason I think about, like, why do I actually pack my travel bag with Cymbiotika? It's because when I'm taking this stuff, I feel better. And when I feel better, I think smarter. And when I think smarter, I make better decisions. I'm a better friend. I'm a better business leader. I'm a better everything. And so the idea that, like, for some reason we spend all this money on this bullshit that does nothing for it, doesn't do anything for our mind, our heart, our health, anything. Is just, it really is ass backwards. One thing I want to ask you while I have you in the room, I did listen to your brother's podcast with Skinny Confidential. Shout out to them. It was a great episode.
Oh, they're the best, by the way.
They are so great. Oh.
Dear friends of ours, the best. They're the best.
Great.
Michael and Lauren, the best.
Yeah, and of course, Dear Media, unbelievable network. So shout out to them. The podcast was great, though. I could see why you and your brother have been able to build this company to where it is. I mean, both brilliant humans, and your wife. I heard him talk about so many things on that podcast. Like, again, you said he'll stay away from LED lights. He's careful with Wi-Fi. I heard him even talking about, like, between him and Lauren, copper tongue scraper and the impact that copper can have on your body, like, for the good. Sure. So he's got some crazy hacks. You already said perfection. You're the CEO of Cymbiotika. Obviously, health and wellness is important to you. Do you have any, like, life hacks that you live by or anything for our listeners?
These weirdos, man.
Okay.
I got 2 kids.
Dude, when they were talking, I'm like, yo, you guys are in the weeds here.
Lauren is great. Lauren's phenomenal.
Yeah.
She's the best. I love her to death.
Yeah, of course.
If you want a good follow, go follow Lauren.
Yeah.
She's one of the few famous people who does it right. And Michael, her husband, as well.
Yep.
Like, I think we got to be realists, man. We're in a crazy world. In this studio alone, we got Wi-Fi, all these cameras, these lights, both of our cell phones.
Arms look good, though.
The triceps. It's the most tricep friendly. What is this, dude?
This guy was in a hospital for 3 weeks.
I'm convinced the producer
I gotta get my
tricep filter.
How do do you have Cymbiotika to grow these things or what?
Good Lord, we should do a full tricep episode. God bless you. I feel so much better about myself. I hope my wife is watching. Woman, this is what she get every day, all day. 26 years worth of tricep. No, but the reality is, real life is tough, man. This is my only issue with a lot of the, I call health influencers, including my brother Shervin, who I think is one of the greatest, maybe the greatest in the world. We've got to be pragmatic. So if we really want to talk that way, you can't use an iPhone because they put up Wi-Fi and 5G. You should never use an iPhone. You should never drive a car because they put up issues, especially electric cars. You shouldn't be around the internet or TV because all TV now is over IP, so that you're using internet to push over internet signals to either over the top, OTT, like over the top, OTT, or they're using satellite. All those things shouldn't be used. So that's not going to happen. So pragmatically, we're in a world that technology has overwhelmed us. So you got to find incremental wins. Like Lauren and Michael are great at this. Like, they live the life of entrepreneurs. Dear Media is freaking incredible. Michael and Lauren, they both have built a platform that's the best in the world by multiples. They're the biggest brands. But then they still practice things around that world that can help nullify some of it. So my advice to everyone is, we're not perfect, man. You're not going to be perfect. Just find a win every day. Just find something.
Find one win.
Don't eat the farmed fish. Eat the wild-caught fish. If you're going to have steak, make sure it's free-range, grass-fed steak. If you're going to have eggs, make sure it's organic, free-range eggs. Find small wins. Don't worry about this LED stuff, like the copper stuff. It is what it is, man. Like, when Shervin comes to our office, for example, we have this debate. I'm like, there's 127 of us in our office. We want to nullify Wi-Fi, so run 127 landlines to every single laptop and computer. Then people walk around with the laptops to go outside or the conference room. Then we got to have other lines connecting them to one side of the office to another. It's a 30,000 square foot office. It's not practical.
No, it's not practical.
So we are where we are now. find small wins with this crazy, crazy matrix that we're a part of.
I like that.
And it's going to get crazier with AI.
It's
just,
nuts.
Just find ways to plug in, man. And I think a lot of people are. Gary Brecka he's done a really good job with this.
Yep.
Other folks have done a phenomenal job. You see Dana White, he's changed his, look at Dana White's body, man.
Yeah.
Look at Dana White's physique today from 4 or 5 years
ago. It's crazy.
Jacked.
Night and day.
He's in his 50s, jacked.
Night and day.
And he lives the crazy lifestyle than you do.
Yeah.
He's traveling just as much as you are, but he's jacked at 50-some years old. Everything is possible, but we should find incremental wins and seize those opportunities.
I like it. You are definitely more of a gray area. Find your small wins, but also be practical. Your brother, black and white. Do you have any type of black and white non-negotiables when it comes to health? Like you will never ever do this?
I'm a 5'8" bald guy that scored the hottest wife in the world. So you gotta
running a massive $200 million business.
You gotta be comfortable in the gray to find that, man. No, my thing is my black and white is not around health. My black and white is around effort. I think if your effort level is half-assed, I have zero interest in being with you, conversate with you, or be friends with you, or being business partners with you. Effort level is all that matters to me.
Yeah.
I've won at every level in my life. I've conquered and won and defeated everyone on my level, everything I've ever done. I've never been the most talented, never been the most blessed, never had the biggest pocketbook, you name it. But I've always worked the hardest. And if you can't work hard for your own well-being, for your own health, when I run into people I can tell they're unhealthy, I'm like, how could I do business with you? How could I be friends with you? You don't even care about yourself. I'm not judging. I'm not a pointer. Like I said, I'm a 5'8" bald guy.
Yeah.
I have no reason to point at anyone. But if you can't take the time and effort to take care of your own self, your well-being, then what confidence do I have that you're going to be a good business partner to me?
Damn.
If you don't have effort at the highest level, God rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
The greatest of all time, greatest competitor of all time. If you don't have that level of maniacal commitment to whatever. And this, by the way, when I say this, sometimes people correlate to money. I don't give a shit about money. It's not about money. It's about your commitment to excellence in whatever you do in life. You know what my number one job is, to me? Be the greatest husband. My number 2 greatest job, the greatest father. Number 3 greatest job, greatest son. Number 4 is the best CEO.
Wow.
These are my 4 objectives.
Wow.
Every single day when I wake up, Jason, I focus on these 4 opportunities, and no one will outwork me in these 4. These are the 4 most important things to me. And if you can't dedicate your own well-being to those principles, then why the F would I do business with you? Yeah. Why would I trust my well-being and my family's well-being with you if you can't even focus on those 4?
Wow. That is so well said. A trading secret that I think is like no other. It makes so much sense. I never thought about that. I never thought about the fact that, like you said, within like moderation, you don't have to be a perfectionist. But if you're doing business or hiring or working with people that aren't willing to take care of themselves and put themselves in a good position from a health perspective, how are they ever going to contribute to your health and wealth? You can't. One thing you had said, I think number 1 on that list was be a great husband, right? Yeah. That was number 1. And I'm curious, especially for people who are listening to this, it is very hard to work with your significant other and continue to have like such personal success in your relationship, and knowing that that's number 1 on your list. How do you balance that? How do you operate a $200+ million revenue generating company, working with your wife and your brother, family ties, wife ties, still be the number 1? By the way,
Sherry's not my blood brother, but we've been friends since
okay.
kids.
I thought you guys were actual brothers.
Since
okay,
kids. So
okay,
it's,
okay. So it's like a brother.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
But how do you?
I wish because
so that's like family.
I wish because he's 6'3". I wish we had if we had that genetic makeup in our family, I wouldn't be 5'8". But yes,
bro, if you had tries like that and you were 6'2", that would be
nice hair, 6'3". It would be awesome to have those genetic ties. But anyways, I love it.
But do you have any trading secrets to managing that?
Honestly, we're just my wife and I were talking about this today.
Yeah.
The biggest blessing I have in my life is that this is our 5th company together, my wife and I.
5th?
5th.
Wow.
It was our 5th company.
What were the other 4?
We had a chain of cell phone stores. We had a clothing
Cricket,
line.
right?
We had a music business called Dash Radio.
Yeah.
We've done it all.
See, I ask these questions, I know the answers.
Yeah,
but.
you've already know. It's rhetorical. But I'll tell you, it's not easy, man, because, the time spent together is so much that there's 5. I just read recently, Johns Hopkins did some survey. There's 5 stages of marriage, and we're on stage 4, which is the best part of it. But that part is where the little nuances of your course start getting to you a little bit. And it's tough, man. But my wife and I met when we had nothing. That's been a big help.
Wow.
We built everything together. We had absolutely nothing, man.
Paint that picture when you say nothing.
We had nothing. So our first apartment was in Santa Monica. There was 5 of us in a 2-bedroom. My wife and I slept in one bedroom. There's a guy that slept on the couch, and then 2 gals in the other bedroom. And so we came up with nothing. We had nothing.
Wow.
And forget the world we have now with the life we live. This wasn't even a fantasy, man. Are you kidding me? This wasn't even like a possibility. We didn't even talk about this particular life. But we just stuck together. And there's so much power and belief in the fact that the person next to you, and I'm going to get really corny. I really believe in this. I think there's so much power in a world when the darkest hours, darkest possible hours, there's a person next to you that will be with you no matter what.
That's deep.
You want to feel powerful? Look at the darkest of times and look over your shoulder and say the person next to you is going to be with you no matter what. You feel like Superman. Forget these tricep clips we're getting.
That is so true.
1,000 times bigger than that. The power my wife gave me knowing that she was with me no matter what. She loved me when we had nothing. That piece, that gave me confidence to go for it. And many times we talked about, her name is Durana. I call her D.
Yeah.
I said, D, we might lose it all. It meant nothing to her. So as long as I have you, we're good. The power you get when you hear that as a man, not that, I'm not there's a man-woman thing these days.
No, but
as a man,
so much
I can only speak as a man.
Yeah.
As a man, when your wife tells you, when you're smoking hot, dying piece of them, God damn, my wife is hot. When you're dying piece of
You're really
wife,
filling that number 1 bucket. Be a great husband. What a stud.
Google my wife.
I've seen her. I've researched her. She's beautiful.
45 years old.
She's absolutely beautiful.
She's won every single business award.
Oh, she's incredible.
JP Morgan's Businesswoman of the Year.
I was more excited to interview her. Not you. I'm just kidding.
Inc. 250 most influential businesswomen in America. She's one of them. In fact, she's getting Durana Elmi Day instead of San Francisco in a couple of days. August 27th will be referenced as Durana Elmi Day going forward.
No way.
Yes. We're flying there tomorrow, actually, on Wednesday. The mayor and DA, assistant DA, governor will be recognizing her as the woman. August 27th will be Durana Elmi Day forever. But my point is, when that woman looks at you and says, you go for it. Whatever happens, I'm with you. That's power, man. The most important decision you'll ever make in your life, for those listening out there, is your spouse. Whatever she is, that decision will define everything else for you.
It is so fucking true.
You know what, Jason? If you get that one wrong, very difficult to overcome.
Very difficult.
You get that one right, every single building block in your life, financially and otherwise, will fall into place.
It's all
smooth after that, man.
I've learned that the hard way. I've been in relationships where my significant other, I felt like I was walking on so many eggshells that if I did one little thing wrong, the relationship could be jeopardy.
How could you be bullish in life that way?
You can't.
There's no way it could be free, man.
It was the worst. You talk about health. You can take so many supplements to put yourself in a better situation, but if you're not putting your foundation in a good situation to win, you'll never be able to do that.
If your soul is not free, it goes to watch any sports, boxing, basketball, golf, whatever.
Yeah.
The best athletes are the ones who are free. They're just called the flow state. You're from the flow state.
Oh, of course.
They're flowing.
They're flowing.
You can't be in the flow state if your spouse doesn't give you that.
Yeah.
Like the success of every human being, male or woman,
Yep.
much has to do with how the spouse supports them. Because you feel like you're in that flow state and you can do no wrong. And if you do, it doesn't matter because they're there.
It's unstoppable.
It's on, man.
And when you think about like anyone that goes, I don't know, I've noticed this at least. Anyone that we watch on a television show accepting an award, or maybe it's in your local communities, or maybe it's D in a couple days, when they get up there, it's almost always first thing thanking their significant other.
100%.
And I don't think you can achieve outlying success. I don't think she could have achieved that outlying success without your support, and vice versa. And these worlds that we talk about, especially on this podcast, obviously we talk a lot about your business, we talk about the finances, we talk about personal and professional, but the impact that they all have, not working as silos, but as one to your foundation for the full growth, from living in an apartment with yourself, from 3 others, 4 others, whatever that number was, and being broke, to having a company valued at, potentially 1 billion plus. There's just nothing like that. That's unbelievable.
Bro, really well said, first of all. My wife, all wives, all spouses, they give you the freedom to be you.
Yeah.
And that thing is so undervalued, man. It's the most powerful thing ever.
It's unbelievable.
And I've been blessed to have mine for almost 26 and a half years now. And I encourage everyone else to, I know we're in a weird time where less marriages are happening, less couples. Don't be traumatized by all the stories you've heard. I'm corny, but I really believe that God has made one person for every one of us. There's 8 billion people out there, man.
Yeah.
But somehow every single Sunday you go to some church.
Yep.
And so people are finding the right one for them.
Yeah.
And that tells you that there's magic out there. The magic is real.
I love it. Real deep talks here. You're trading secrets in all areas of life, how you got to where you are, the business, Cymbiotika, and all the things. I think we got to wrap with this. You guys have so many SKUs coming out, 100 million plus Cymbiotika packets now. This is the one I haven't taken, Golden Mind Brain Health.
Oh, you'll love that.
And the longevity mushrooms. These are the two I got to check out.
You should have them both right now, actually.
Okay. I'll do it right now.
After this, you're going to feel good after both of those combined.
Well, it won't keep me up too late, though,
No,
right?
no.
All right, good. So I'm going to rip them right
You're a
now.
young guy,
While
man.
I'm doing this, tell us and people that are listening, they're now connected to you and your life and your family and your business. What's next for Cymbiotika? Where do you see it going?
So our expansion is vast. So we'll be in every Target store in the country in October.
Damn.
What a great partner, man. If you guys are in the CPG space and you're looking for a partner, Sprouts and Target are probably the two best ones. Target's been phenomenal. What a blessing. We're going to be in all 1,988 stores come October. And then we have some big ones lined up after that. We have products like NAD coming.
Sweet.
Our new creatine is coming. We have a menopause product coming that the world's never seen for women going through menopause. And most women go through this, and premenopause, perimenopause, and menopause. Hair products, which is too late for me, but for the rest of you guys, it's there for you. We're ready, man. We're ready for that next jump. And, we're really blessed to be a part of this movement. We take it really seriously. This is not a game for us. It's not a money-making opportunity. We're doing this to help people, and we're ruffling feathers because we've changed the industry. We've forced our competitors to change their games and move their games up. Yeah. And it's the biggest blessing part of Cymbiotika.
It's pretty cool. From the hair to the feet, the nails, the skin, everything in between, you guys are doing it.
Thank you.
I'll also say this. I've had people that listen to the show, they know I've had massive sleeping issues. I do take the magnesium every night before bed, and it's helped a lot. And I know that because my Oura Ring gives me all the information on it. So that's been a game changer. So your company, that's why I'm so excited to have you on. Literally, I travel with it. Everywhere I go, it's changed my life.
Thank you, my brother.
And you guys are making an impact. And it's really cool to hear how from day one, even when there wasn't a dollar coming in, that was always your strategy looking ahead. So it's pretty cool. You gave a lot of trading secrets here, but we always got to wrap with one that's unique to you, that we can only learn from you. Not a professor, not a TikTok tutorial, just something specific to your life. One trading secret. What can you leave us with?
Oof. Like, you put me on the spot.
Put you on the spot. And I didn't prep you either. I wanted the real everything.
I'll tell you, I'm Persian, and one of our famous philosopher poets, his name is Rumi. He was Rumi. He said, close your eyes, fall in love, and stay there. Cheers.
Wow, I love that. You are just dropping bombs on this episode. I always like to say what my trading secret was that I learned. And I think my trading secret I learned from you is don't chase the dollar. The foundation will always make sense. When you believe in the long-term value and impact, that'll be greater than any type of gross margin, profit margin. And, I think one of the things I definitely will never forget is the idea of friends and people that you work with and people you look up to and people you want to connect with. How can they invest back into you if they can't invest into themselves when you're looking at that person? And the last thing I'll say is I think we landed on it, but the foundation's everything. Like, you can't be where you are without your wife today. She can't be where she is without you. And that, to me, is so much greater than any type of amount of revenue you're doing or any type of company that you sell or nice Patek watch or even your triceps. So, my man, thank you so much for being on this episode of Trading Secrets. Where can everyone find all things Cymbiotika and you?
Cymbiotika.com.
Okay, that's it. Cymbiotika.com. Thank you for being on this episode of Trading Secrets.